Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna present about a comparative study between traveling to the university of those staying at home and those staying in the dormitory of Kasetsart University students. This presentation is for the probability and statistics class. This is our group member. So let's start what is our topic about. Our topic is about discovering and exploration the difference between staying at home and staying in a dormitory. The reason that why we choose this topic is because we want to compare um, the traveling from the home or the dormitory to the university is a factor that makes students make the decision between staying at home or staying in the dormitory near the university or not. How did we manage and collect the data from the topic? From the data requirement, we need at least 40 sample data, and we want to make sure that we can keep track progress about the data from the responder easily. So from the data requirement, we have decided that we are using Google Form as a being the data collecting to track and it's easy to track. And for the computation, our group use Google Sheet. From the data collection result, after 1 week of the data collecting, here is the result of data collection. We have 50 response in Google Form, and the responders are mostly at year 2 students at Kasetsart University.
For the first computation, in descriptive statistics and distribution of traveling costs from home to the university in per month. If you look at a histogram, you will see this is an exponential distribution, and in this sample we have sample size of 27 sample, and on x-axis it is the rate of traveling cost in per month, and on y-axis it is the number of people. And if you look at this table, you see the max and min of this data. And after I removing outlier, the SD value will be changed to this. Okay, next. This is a Good Office state of traveling costs from home to university too. From the table, we have a sample size of 27 samples. And if you look at this table, you will see the K value is 4, M value is 2, and I said the significant level is alpha equal to 0.01. So that the test statistic is equal to 1.2961. And from the two value of rejection region, so that the reject decision is do not reject the no. In conclusion for this test, mainly traveling costs from home to the university with following exponential distribution with lambda is equal to 0.0007. And next, this is a hypothesis test. In this sample, it had a 27 amount of sample. So it is a normal and small sample size data. The significant level to 0.1 and the p equal to 0.99. Then the test type is upper tail. And from our calculating, then the reject decision is do not reject the null hypothesis. And in the conclusion of this test, average monthly traveling cost from home to the university is equal to 1,300 baht at the minimum.
In the descriptive statistics, I will present about monthly living costs for daily life at dormitory. In this sample, we have sample size of 23 samples, and this is the histogram of this sample. On the x-axis, it is the monthly living cost for daily life in the dormitory by the range of 2,500 baht. From the histogram, there is no outlier on this sample, so We can calculate the mean and standard deviation from our data without removing any of it. The mean of this data is 7065.21 and the standard deviation is 3148.103. Next is the goodness of fit test of monthly living costs for daily life at dormitory. I select this data because the histogram on the last slide show me that it is the normal distribution, so I will prove it by set the null hypothesis to monthly living costs for daily life has follow normal distribution with mu equal to 7065.217 and SD equal to 3148.103. Then set the alternative hypothesis to does not follow normal distribution with the same mu and SD. We will test it with the significant level of alpha equal to 0.01, k equal to 5, and m equal to 2. The test statistic is 1.918, which is not in the rejection region on the table, as you can see. So, we do not reject the null hypothesis, which makes us conclude that this data is following the normal distribution. Next is hypothesis test. In this sample, it has 23 amount of sample, which is a normal and small sample size data. That means we will use t-distribution instead of normal distribution. In this test, I will set the null hypothesis at mu at least 7000 and the alternative hypothesis at mu more than 7000. The test type that we use is upper tail test because we want to know about the minimum of average monthly living costs for daily life at dormitory. The significant level of this hypothesis is alpha equal to 0.1 and p equal to 0.9. So the rejection region will be 3 greater than or equal to 1.321. If the test statistic has more than or equal to 1.321, we will reject the null hypothesis. From the calculation, we know that test statistic is 0.399, which is lower than 1.321. So we do not reject the null hypothesis, which means the average monthly living cost for daily life at dormitory is 7,000 baht at the minimum.
Next is descriptive probability and correlation for home. The information is comparing about the time that's used to travel from home to the university and the amount of routes ambition to travel from home to the university. As you can see for the graph that the trend line is increasing and when the value is increasing, it means that when the amount of time that's used to travel is increasing, the amount of road is also increases too. It means that it's a positive correlation. About this data size is equal to 27. Next is about the descriptive probability and correlation for dormitory. As you can see that the graph is the trend line is also going increasing when the value is increasing. It means that when about the time of travel from dormitory to university is decreasing, it means that the amount of route that have been changed to travel from dormitory to university is also increasing too. It means that it's a positive correlation. This is about the conclusion. For the conclusion, we can see that there are many factors that may affect the decision about staying at home or in a dormitory. About the daily life costs, there is not much difference between staying at home and dormitory. It's kind of how they use their management to save the money and to make their life is smoothly. And that's the end of our presentation. Thank you for your attention and I hope you enjoy the presentation.